Hi, my name is Ava, and I am a sophomore at UGA. I love to travel, and some of my favorite trips have been going to Cuba last year with Connect Abroad, and now going to Hawaii with Discover Abroad this spring break. In Hawaii, our group visited the Big Island, where we traveled to 3 different locations. First, we went to Hilo, where we stayed at Arnott's Lodge. Then, we traveled to Volcanoes National Park, where we stayed at Kilauea Military Camp. And finally, our group went to Kona, where we ended at the Royal Kona. We traveled to Hawaii to learn more about the intersection of people, planet, and profit in our global efforts to create a more sustainable and progressive society for all. We analyzed this through multiple lenses, one specifically being our study of the potential 30-meter telescope, or TMT, on top of Mauna Kea. We analyzed multiple stakeholder views in order to get the full scope of who this issue is impacting. In this digital story, I have been asked to share my understanding of progress and lessons I have learned from our program in Hawaii for a sustainable future. On this educational trip, I learned that the true progress is something you can sustain over time. This point really stuck out to me when listening to the woman from Reef Safe at Kahului Beach Park. A little progress here and there is better than a large amount that can't be maintained for long. With a continuous effort from everyone involved, communities can protect the coral reefs at Kahului Beach Park. This, to me, is an example of sustainable progress. During our story circle at Kilauea Military Camp, I analyzed progress on a more personal level. I think a lot of progress is only measured when it is physically visible. It is hard to acknowledge human advancement without tangible numbers. On a smaller level, progress exists outside of achieved goals. It exists when you set those goals, it exists when you get closer to those goals, and it even exists when you fail at those goals. This is all to say, progress is learning. It is learning to make compromises with others, put the common good first, and even rethinking a plan when it is not going right. On our trip, we encountered progress when learning about the invasive species to Hawaii and reported them to iNaturalist. We encountered more natural progress when walking through the lava trees that formed from a volcanic eruption. We even saw this firsthand when Kilauea erupted. We learned and experienced something most of us have never encountered before. And finally, we talked all about progress when we did our SSI and went up Mauna Kea. Learning about these different versions of progress did change me. It taught me that progress can be small, yet immensely important. Progress is so easy to miss when failure is viewed as a setback instead of a way to learn what to try next. Progress is more easily achieved with an open mind and an ability to try new things, both of which I was able to experience on this once-in-a-lifetime trip to the Big Island.